All right, so what were the circumstances leading to Laci's death? We're going to use mainly tarot, maybe a little bit of oracle. 6 of fire. Father of air. I'm going to use, I did not mix back in the other cards that came up in the oracle portion of the reading because I wanted just to see if any new cards came up. Spirit, what were the circumstances leading to Laci's death? Vehicle transportation, okay. Cell phone records are important. Cell phone communication. Dating. Okay. Fear. Oh. All right, I'm going to show you what we got here. We have 6 of fire, okay. Father of air in reverse, which is traditionally the King of Swords. This is traditionally the 6 of Wands. So false pretenses, someone showing admiration, admiring her, making her feel like, okay, it's all good, it's great. I put you on a pedestal, but really and truthfully, there was a ruthlessness, an abrasive nature, someone who is supposed to be a protector, a truth teller, but he's anything but a truth teller. The traditional meaning of the King of Swords is someone who is honest, who is a clear thinker, clear communicator, and makes decisions that's for the greater good, in the sense of he thinks about what is for the greater good. When it's in reverse, though, this is someone who could be callous, who is self-interested, who is not a truth teller. He's quite the opposite. He doesn't tell the truth. And I suppose this could be someone she encountered, but really I find it interesting that the 6 of Wands is here because this denotes to me it would be someone who knew of her or who is close to her or who knows her, who admires her. Now, somebody might say, well, maybe it was a stalker. Maybe it was someone that she was engaging with. I don't know about that. I don't know. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because of this dating card. But again, it's almost like Spirit is wanting to direct us to this is someone that was interpersonally related to her, that she had a connection with. Okay, that had her lured her into this false sense of security that, oh, okay, you are on my side after all. You do have, you are cheering me on. This does feel safe. When in fact, that's not what was really going on, because we see that here with the King of Swords. So even it could be that in the days and moments, even the hours leading up to her death, she felt like things were going to be okay, but in the end, she went out with fear. Vehicle transportation, being moved. You would have to be. You would have to be, because Modesto, where their home was at, is about, an hour and a half to Berkeley? So you would have had to be in the ride, be driving down. And I don't know. I'm wondering if the suffocation, I don't know if it would have happened on the boat. I wonder if that's why the house card came up. Cell phone records, ping, the cell phone towers pinging. That was back in 2002. So I don't know about the technology back then versus, later years or even now in terms of tracking, geo-tracking of the cell phone data points. But there could have been messages, text messages, a flurry of text messages between her and him, Laci and Scott, her and someone else, him and someone else, someone dating that he was dating. that, I mean, I suppose if we're objectively looking at this, it could be she was dating, but I sense strongly that she was very faithful. There was no indication that she wasn't. And intuitively speaking, I don't pick up on another man's vibes. I do, however, see a woman depicted here. It could be that this man is romancing this woman, dating. So this is, maybe some sort of encounter surrounding someone's dating life. It could also represent just simply that this is someone close. This is someone close to her that she was engaged in and being with. We have fear. So in the moments leading up to, the circumstances was such that she was fearful. Someone wanted to cause fear or scare her. Things went quickly crazy. And yeah, fear. I'll leave it at that. What was the motive in taking Laci's life? We have the Chariot in reverse. Mother of Earth. Yeah. What was the motive? What was the motive in taking Laci's life? Vindication. That's an interesting card, isn't that? That's an interesting card. Greed. Okay. All right. Now, this might get the conspiracy theorists going, but the tarot is speaking to me, and the Chariot is about like two people moving in unison together for momentum, joining forces and moving in life. That's the upright position of the Chariot. When it's in reverse, there's a stagnation, lack of moving together, going off in this direction, you going off in this direction. And I find it interesting that we have the Mother of Earth, traditionally the Queen of Pentacles, but the key word that stands out to me, mother, like this needing to end. This, needing to end. We see the cracks behind her. The forward momentum of this mother. Vindication. Now, this could mean modern day vindication, that maybe he's vindicated, or maybe the people who first had him convicted, the attorneys or the prosecutors, the jury members, the investigators, maybe they will be vindicated in the fact that, no, somebody was stopping her in her tracks of progression of being a mother. Someone no longer wanted to work in unison with Laci. They went off course and needed to stop her. They needed to burn away any evidence that supported this motive, and it was greed. I don't know. There was a life insurance policy because the settlement or proceeds from it end up going from Scott to Laci's mom. But greed, I suppose, if you were looking at it from the burglar's angle, they wanted to make sure they keep their freedom, they keep their money or whatever, things that they stole, I suppose. But when I see all these $100 bills and money here, I get a sense that it was a lot more than what you could have found in somebody's home. I don't know. But vindication, this is where I said the conspiracy theorists might go wild, because it could be like, well, maybe Scott will be vindicated. But remember, the question is, what is the motive? What is the motive? So the motive has to do with some destroying of this mother, trying to get away with it, and greed. Could be financial greed. Remember, greed could be, I want my freedom. I want money can unlock freedom. Some sense of that. Monetary gain, a sense of freedom, going off on my own way, going in my own direction with the reverse chariot. Okay, let's move on to question number 3. Guilt or innocence for Scott. Is he responsible for Laci and Connor's death? Four of Earth. Ten of Fire. This man was impulse. This man was supposed to be a protector for stability. Now, I get a sense that somebody wanted to run away from their responsibilities. So he is guilty of that. I suppose this card, 10 of Fire, 10 of Wands, could be by heavily burdened by everything that was coming up, him being a parent, him having to support a family that maybe he wasn't so enamored in supporting, and doing something rash, crime of passion, impulse. I'm going to lean to, although I get a strong sense that there wasn't enough evidence, truly like direct evidence to convict him, ultimately everything is stacked against him that points to he had the motive. He wanted to run away from responsibilities. Things got out of hand. Remember the accident card? You know, maybe that's how he sleeps at night. And wanting to release the burdens. So with the 10 of Wands, I would say that this is someone who's at the end of their rope and wanting to end things. That is certainly what I feel he's guilty of. And then we have the crime of passion card, which tells me, it's looking to me like he's responsible. Y'all let me know what you think in the comment section. Just do it respectfully because, again, Laci and Connor lost their life. My subscribership is usually very respectful, and I thank you for that. Look, unloved, unwanted. She's holding a pregnancy stick. Flight risk. He certainly was a flight risk because they were worried that he was going to go. He was changed. They said he had his appearance change. He was down in La Jolla, which is near Mexico. So there's that. And poison. So this is telling me here that I sense he's responsible. That's just me. My opinion. My intuitive hits. All right. Question number 4. What's next in the Los Angeles Innocence Project investigation? Okay, 6 of Water in reverse. And what will be the outcome of the Los Angeles Innocence Project investigation for Scott? Daughter of Earth in reverse. Maybe it's a reversal of something, but I don't know. We did get the vindication card earlier, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the person who is in prison going to be vindicated. Could be that those who put him there could be vindicated. We have children. Cult or groupthink. Oh, I don't know. I sense that what this is law enforcement. I sense what this is going to say is that there's going to be a lot of things under attack. law enforcement's involvement, how they handled the investigation, how the case was prosecuted. And I'm not quite sure what the children card could mean other than, I don't know. I don't know what this card could mean other than Connor's, being a baby, being a fetus that lost its life. I don't know. You have to let me know. But this Six of Cups in reverse, the happiness piece right here is saying someone's not going to be happy with the results of this outcome with the Los Angeles Innocence Project. I think a lot is going to be dredged up about the investigation, about, it says cult or groupthink. Certainly a lot of people think he's guilty. I mean, he's been, this is like damnation. Like everybody thinks he's guilty. Now there is, of course, factions of folks who don't. But I think that's going to come into attack and like saying that his civil rights were not protected. And we have law enforcement, that the investigation being attacked. At the end of the day, though, I want to know, I sense that these two cards in reverse, I don't get a sense that he's going to get off. I don't get a sense that he's going to have a happy outcome. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I could be totally misinterpreting these cards. But I don't get a sense that he's going to get off. I think it's going to be a much ado about nothing. And I also sense that it's going to affirm that, yes, law enforcement was on the right track. It's just that they did not have direct evidence. And it will come out probably that certain aspects of the trial, the first trial, were such that violated some of his rights. That will come out. This is going to be kicking up a lot of dust for her family. That's going to be, kicking up their peace. And that could be what these cards are speaking to. Like this, were able to finally move on with this. And now that here we go again, dredging this up. But at the end of the day, I'm just not sensing that the state is going to overturn his conviction based on the current energies. Based on the current energies I'm picking up right now, looking at the totality of all the cards that jumped in this reading, that's what I've got. That's what I'm picking up on. I would totally be curious to hear from you all in the comment section down below. What are your intuitive hits about what's going to come from all of this? Do you think he did it? Do you think someone else is responsible? How are you feeling about all of this? Especially those of us who followed this case closely. I did because I lived near them and I was pregnant during the time and I was in a crappy relationship, truth be told. And so, when you're a pregnant woman and another pregnant woman who lives nearby, this happens. It has you feeling super vulnerable. So that's why it's still fresh on my spirit and in my mind. And we wanted nothing more as Northern Californians for justice to be served. And so for all of this to kick up, it's like, whoa. So I do want to hear from you all, though. I'm very curious. Please, on your way out, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I am back. All right, friends, take very good care of yourselves. Bye for now.